Good evening, good evening. Thank you all for joining us. Our eighth episode. We are here. Yes, we are here. It definitely is our time. We're in the barbershop with uh, First Lady, Shate,
Hello.
Cherie. Then we have our Julie girl. She's cross training today, so she's behind the camera. We also have Nick from Shopkulture Live. He's doing helping Julie girl do some cross training. Then we also have Swan in the barbershop. So we have pretty much a full house, and we want to thank you guys for joining us. Good evening, Angela. So how's everybody doing, ladies? What's going on with you guys?
Good weekend. Great weekend.
Free weekend.
I got to go on 2 dates. And one of them was with my Jewish girl.
And it was fabulous.
We went on a date. It was amazing. It was so fun.
I'm not feeling that. I wanted a threesome.
I make a great date.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
And she's super cute.
So cute.
So cute.
So what? Y'all just ignore my threesome?
Yeah, right. We just kept on talking.
I know.
Yeah.
That's okay. So what's up with you, Miss Julie girl? I'm just
A lot.
It's a lot.
It's been a lot. I'm learning the dating scenario, situation, exclusive. I changed my skin.
Oh, is that what they calling it now?
I changed
Now
my
I'm turning
skincare.
red.
Right.
Okay. Nope, y'all. Love is dope. Love is dope.
is
L-I-D. Love is dope.
ABB, we love you.
Love you. Okay, so today's show is actually about double standards, individual and societal double standards. Now, a lot of people, I don't think this question I'm gonna put out there. Do you know your double standards, your individual double standards? I posed a question before the show, and it was a question that I got a funny look about because people don't really pay attention to what they do. However, I do have 3 individual double standards, and I'm transparent, and yeah, don't yell at me, but I'll yell at you.
Huh? What now? Okay.
My second one is don't touch me unless I tell you to touch me.
But you're a touchy person.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. I'll tell you. Okay.
Well, for a friend.
Look. I'm telling you my double standards and the things that I do. I'm a real sensitive person, but I'm also aggressive. But if you take that sensitive side, you know what I mean? Like, I can get aggressive and then turn around and get sensitive. Does that make sense? These are the full bundle of fun.
I mean, you love her. You love her.
Okay. So, what is?
I don't got none. I'm scared now. I'm scared to tell y'all mine.
What is your individual double standard?
I don't know. Let's think about that for a minute. And let's go to some of the comments you guys made today off of Carmen's post, which I thought was really, really interesting. The cheating was a big one. I saw that multiple times in the group. As the you just don't listen. No, not at all. So when a man cheats, right? It's like he already kind of, don't look at me like that, Sean. He kind of already expects to be forgiven. for his indiscretion, right? This is just my truth, okay? So back off already. Already. But when a woman cheats and the man finds out or she tells him or whatever, oh my God, it's like the end of the world. And I mean, I can't believe you did that, blah, blah, blah. So that's just like a one that I never understood.
It's basically the man can do what he wants to do, but the woman has to accept it. We have to accept the cheating. So that is considered a double standard.
And kind of get over it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's
no
kind of like we got to get over it,
yeah.
but y'all hold it over our head like freaking mistletoe, and and you never let it go. Never let it go. And that is just my truth on that. Okay. There was another one that I posted in there, and J. Marcus Hampton gave me this mad face. But women are better single parents than men are better single parents. That's what I meant to say. So I'm sorry if it came across like I was saying that women are better single parents, because a parent is a parent.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of male friends who are single parents, and they're amazing. They're amazing dads to both their sons and daughters. Yeah. And I know a lot of single moms who are amazing parents to their sons and daughters. It really only becomes that double standard when you see the ratchet about the single woman, and she's dressed all nice, but then her kids are just looking homely or whatever. And you mostly see it about the woman, but you never see it about the man. So, okay.
So how about the man gets praised for raising his kids,
right,
when a woman, she's expected to do it. There you go. Hey, Coco. A woman is expected to take care of the kids.
Right.
But when a man does it,
you're like, oh my
God,
God,
you're a great
you're
father,
an amazing dad.
Yes.
And he's babysitting.
Right. I thought that was really funny. The whole babysitting.
Yeah.
So when men are watch their kids, or their kids are with them, or however that works within their family. So when the mom has the kids, she's the parent. But when the dad has the kids, he's just babysitting.
Yeah.
How you babysit your own kids? I mean, I'm asking for a friend.
I'm asking for myself.
You're right. I get it. We want to know. Right. Okay. So let's get to this. This list was long today, and I did enjoy reading them in my time. Okay, Miss Trina put, if men sleep around, he's a player. He's an old player. Yeah. But if a woman sleeps around, she's a garter tool. So she's a hoe, she's a hoe, right?
Yeah, she's a hoe.
So I don't understand why it's okay for men to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 50 women that they're boning, but then a woman,
she can't enjoy the fun too.
Right. I mean, so she's loose if she's just having all of these different men, but the men are not loose if they're having all these different women. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, Barry, how do you feel about that?
What do you guys think?
So anyway, okay, so let's see.
Here go another one that I found like really, really a double standard. And this is for the men. Like as far as vasectomies go, a man can get a vasectomy without no problem.
Right.
But a woman, she has to go through her husband. She has to go through paperwork. She has to, be told, have to ask permission, just to get her tubes tied.
Right.
So, is that a double standard?
It is because when women, speaking for myself, when I went to go and get my tubes tied after I had my first child, I mean, it's like I had to do a psychological evaluation. I had to go to multiple doctor's appointments. Yes. I had to, just kind of go through this whole hoops and loops and jumping
Yes.
through and doing all of this stuff. And they're like, well, what if you want to have more kids? Well, what if I really didn't?
Exactly.
But then guys, y'all go to the doctor and be like, okay, well, clip it and snip it, give me my
Snip,
bag of peas and I'm
Snip,
cool.
snip, I'm out.
And
Yeah.
no psychological evaluation. You have to jump through those hoops.
Really?
You sign the paper. You have the little gay surgery. That Swan is all in the background, right?
Outpatient surgery. Outpatient.
Right.
Okay.
Right. They get their peas and they're cool. I don't understand how they think that is cool because I mean, if I'm done, I'm done.
Exactly. And I should have the right to say that I'm done.
Right.
I'm done without filling out all kinds of paperwork, asking permission,
Right.
But here's another one. Cleavage. Cleavage.
Really?
You can show your cleavage, but when it comes to breastfeeding, you have to cover that.
I never thought about that one. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I breastfed mostly at home because I really enjoyed it very small. But I never thought about that.
You can go and show your cleavage, but you can't breastfeed yourself.
I mean, you could damn near have them all the way out with the pasty.
Yeah, but with all these double standards, though,
I
you
think
can.
with the breastfeeding it comes down to nipples. I don't think they care about anything else. It's when you expose the nipples, that's where people have to
And I was just getting ready to say that with all these double standards, you can debate. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like
You can definitely have a back and forth.
Yes, yes. The dad bod, they call it. Okay? The dad bod. They're attractive. The dad bod. See, Joy, he like, yeah, he got a dad bod. Yeah, he got a dad bod. But for a woman, she's expected to lose the baby weight.
Right. You look good for having 3 kids.
Exactly.
You look good for being in your 40s or 60s or whatever.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about this? What about the stretch marks thing? Men, whether they're skinny, more heavier set, they have stretch marks, right?
Mhm.
And they can walk around with no shirt on, stretch marks out, and nobody looks twice at it. But when a woman shows her stretch marks, it's considered ugly, or
Yes.
tasteless,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
me. I chose mine all the time because I had 2 boys,
Or the
and
difference in the
I'm
booty.
proud of my body. I mean, right, all that. I mean, so it's just like it's crazy.
Oh, here comes another one, guys. Anal.
Okay, what?
Anal.
What
Right?
about it? What about it?
It's okay for a woman to get anal. It's okay for a man to run up in a woman. Anal. But for a man, if he get ran up
Okay,
into,
so that's a
he's considered
whole different.
he's considered gay.
No.
That's a double
no.
standard.
What? Well,
Okay,
okay, I think if a woman is doing it to a man, I think it's different. What is it? That is different.
And like I said,
Poor
all
Nick.
all of these double
Wait,
standards, all of these double standards
Yeah.
can be debated. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a double standard goes, okay, it's okay for a woman to have anal sex, but it's not okay. Societal, it's not okay for a man to have anal sex.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Or that's what I'm saying. On the receiving end, that's what I'm talking about. Double standard. Go ahead, say what you said, Nick. Go ahead. Nick, say what you said.
I don't understand why you would want your woman to do that. Why do you want your woman to put a strap on and then bend you over and
Some
mean,
men,
I
it's
mean,
a
there's
fetish
guys
thing.
out
Is
there
it? Yeah,
that-
they
but
do.
that's
They,
just, I mean, I'm
not a full-blown strap on.
well, I'm
Yeah.
what Trina said.
Y'all getting real technical about it. It's about a double
It's really
standard.
not.
It's about a double standard. It's okay for a woman to have anal sex, but for a man to have anal sex, it's frowned upon.
I don't agree with
That's
that
the
one.
statement.
Yeah,
I don't
it is.
agree with that
It
one.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see some comments.
But so we are getting a lot of Facebook users so we could highlight who you are, know who's supporting us.
Yeah.
So they must said, you're right. It's a very sensitive area, and it seems like a lot of men get in their feelings about that.
it. Exactly.
Well,
They're
I
not
think
getting their
that's
feelings about it. They're just trying to
that's why-
understand that dynamic.
That's
Then
why
you can
men
just go into
doesn't.
another
That's
nigga
why
and do
men
it.
do it undercover. That's why they're on the down low.
okay, I can
That's-
see it. Okay,
that's
so
why
there
they're
you
on
go.
the
And that's where the
I'm
debate
sorry.
comes
I was
in.
talking. What's that again?
That's why they're on the down low. There's men out here who like anal sex and not from just a strap on. But if they let people know, okay, they gonna be talked about. They gonna be called all kinds of names. Even if it's a fetish of
I don't, if it's a man and a woman, I don't think it's.
okay, we're not talking about a man and a woman though. We're talking about a woman being able to not get stigmatized because she likes anal sex. But a man will get stigmatized if he likes anal sex.
Okay.
That's society.
Yeah, but a woman doesn't have an organ that can penetrate a man. That's her cocoa.
Well, it can really be anything. It can be a
Y'all
toy,
get
it can be your
technical.
finger, it can be anything that he.
A man does
Accept.
not want to be penetrated. That's the whole. It's a double standard. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Y'all taking this and y'all going down the
Wait,
road.
so because a man doesn't want to be pegged or penetrated, that's the double standard?
It is considered
I don't
the
know.
general idea of it is
I don't
a
agree.
woman. It's okay for a woman to like anal sex. I'm gonna still say it. It's okay for a woman to like anal sex, but in society, people frown upon men doing anal sex.
Yeah, because folks are looking at that as some type of, I don't know,
So
underlying, like, I don't know, like,
But it's
I don't know how to put it
it's
into
still a
words.
double standard, no matter how you look at it.
Okay, so another one, and I see it pop up on the screen, was sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Now, when women are sexually harassed, it is like an all up in arms. Don't even stop. An all up in arms thing, and everybody flocks around her. So, which they should, if it is a honest and true, fact. But when a man says he was sexually harassed, it's like he has to like it.
And
No, not that he has to like it, that he has to kind of, one, he doesn't even get to say out loud, I have been sexually harassed, right? So it's like something that he has to keep bottled up. He can't talk to his boys about it. He can't talk to his female friends about it. He can't talk to anybody about it. He just has to let it happen. You know what I mean? So that whoever wrote that, thank you. That was a good one. Here's one that I pulled today. Why are you guys laughing? I want to laugh.
It's the comment.
Oh, okay. When a woman cries, it's viewed as normal. But when a man cries, he's supposed to man up. Like men can't have emotions. No, I mean you guys just got to be even keel. You can't be mad, sad, happy. You can't be any of that. But on the flip side, we show all of our emotions sometimes all at the same time. You know.
When a woman works and a man stays at home.
Yeah.
You know what? My sister we talked about that in the car. As a matter of fact, when I was on the phone with my way to get you, Julie. So she says the stay-at-home parent role, right? So for the woman, stay-at-home parent role is most common, of course. She cooks, cleans, laundry, takes care of kids. I mean, she basically makes that home, right? When the man comes home, he don't really have to worry about nothing because she has it handled, right? Or she's supposed to have it handled. So on the flip side, when the woman works and the man is at home, he is sometimes in the women's eyes. I'm just speaking and y'all can correct me and please comment. Um, he is looked at as weak, not providing for his family. He is looked at as less than. And if he is in any type of abusive relationship as far as the wife, and she comes home and she's like, well, hell, I worked all day and you couldn't even wash the dishes or you couldn't cook dinner or you couldn't do this. And then even on the flip side, it's the same with the man. He comes home and she's, and he has no idea or she has no idea what they dealt with that whole time at home. I mean, kids could be sick, he's dealing with homework, they got school projects, he got to bake for the bake sale. Hell, I don't know.
And that's where women are expected to
Right.
do that.
Right.
And it's all
But-
you learn. I was
Right.
home with 7 kids. Man comes home and says, what did you do all day? These 7 kids are all alive. That's
Right.
what I did.
Nobody's in the ER, right?
Nobody.
Right.
Yeah,
So that's
a-
another good double standard that my sister brought up to me today was the single parent role, or the at-home parent role. When the man is there, he's looked at as less than, or he's more involved. And there was another one that I saw about the school's emergency contact list, right? Mom and dad are on the list, grandma, whatever, but it's always the mom that's called. It's always the mom that's called first. In my experience, because Monisha can said no. In my experience, even if he was at the top of the list, first contact, they always called me first. Always
My
called me
kids,
first.
they were always
And then I would
asked.
call him. Right?
My kids were always asked, who should I call first?
Yeah, no, they just it's always been like that. And even now, something happens at the school, they call me first. Not saying that, that men can't handle it. Please go to the school so I ain't got to leave for this mess. For whatever mess is going on.
What about this double standard? When a woman dumps a man, it's his fault. But when a man dumps a woman, he's afraid of commitment.
So like saying it's her fault, as in like she did something wrong, or she didn't live up to his expectations, or
It was just, she didn't want to be with him, and whatever the reason was, it was his fault. But when a man, don't want to be with a woman, it's said because he's afraid of commitment. I think that's a good thing. Wrong with you, don't with you. Yeah, that's it, that's all. But it's still a double standard.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what other ones that I'll pull up today.
Man, this is all of these. What about male getting
Can't hear you.
What? Right. Wait a minute. What?
I could not hear you. You were so sick.
Okay. Well,
wait.
let me marinate on that. I'm kind of scared.
I don't know.
What retarded?
Right.
I
Are we
didn't
talking
hear
about?
it.
Are we talking about jewelry, or how are we talking?
What mutilation? Mutilation.
No, it's destroying it. It's destroying, bro. That's right.
Mutilation. Like for a man, it's legal in every country for a man to have his manhood mutilated. But for a woman, it's illegal in almost every country.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, I'll give you where I got it from.
I'll give you
I'm at a loss.
The reference is thoughtcatalog.com.
Thought?
Thought.
T-H-O-T? As in like that.
THOUGHT.
Oh, okay.
Thought.
That's okay. I thought you, yeah.
Thoughtcatalog.com.
Like,
what? I know. I was like, wait a minute. What?
Yes, I do my research. Okay.
Oh my
I
God.
don't care if y'all say Google wrong, but I got it from Google, and Google got it from thoughtcatalog.com. So there you go. Reference.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's another good one. Women are constantly being told about the dangers of sex, ridiculed for wanting or having it, and dealing with how difficult it is to get birth control. Meanwhile, now this is the flip side. Men are told nothing about how to be safe. I did not agree with that part. And make their partner comfortable. I did not agree with that part either. But this part I did agree with. But are given a pat on the back and showered with condoms. Right. So again, we have to go through the hoops and loops and every. I mean, even now it's easier than it was when I was younger to go and get birth control. Right. It was easy. It was not easy for me to get it. Back then. But now it's just a little bit easier. I would hope. But then the guys that were in my class were just like. They just go and grab the condoms from the office, the nurse's office, or, their counselor or whatever. And it's just like, have at it. I mean, do what you need to do, sir. It wasn't really like there was no thought process behind it. It was just like, here's a condom, read the instructions and go for it. But with us, we had to go through we gotta go through family exams, and that's the only part that I don't like is the exams part, and going through all of the jumping through hoops to make sure that you're safe, me being the girl, that I'm safe, that I'm not getting pregnant or anything like that before I'm ready.
I mean, I think it's our responsibility as women, right? Because it's mama's baby, daddy's baby. And so we have to protect ourselves.
No, I definitely agree with that. But did you hear what I said? I had to go through hoops and loops to get birth control. Yeah. While the guys were just it was like easy peasy for them to get condoms or anything like that.
The fact that it was a piece of like medication, a pill, where it's like we're not going to be so steadfast to just pass these out because those, as I've read up, research I've done, how birth control affects women in the long run. How it's actually, from what I've read, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, how birth control could negatively affect that girl or that woman's body.
Julie's shaking her head yes, and I'm like,
because I work in the OBGYN office, you have to make sure there's no cervical cancer, you have to make sure there's no hormonal imbalance, you have to make sure there's no allergies, there's a breast cancer history in the family where a woman could go in and go to the house of condoms and get condoms and put it on the man. Exactly. All you have to do is make sure you're not allergic to the latex. But birth control is a medication. It comes with side effects. What birth what kind of birth control effects? Like me, I have a history of thyroid cancer. I can't do birth control pills.
Well, this is you here and now. I'm talking about back when I was 16 years old. I'm just saying, from my perspective, I'm saying I had to do a lot of jumps through hoops to even get.
Well, how about back in my day?
Okay.
Way back. Back in my day, I'm telling y'all, the parents, you had to have the parents' consent to get for any type of birth control. And I don't even think back then, I think it was just the pill, the IUD and all that. I don't think that was invented back then. But you couldn't get birth control, man nor woman, actually. You couldn't get birth controls unless your parents signed.
That's why I think when the onus was on that person. Because birth control, in my opinion, birth control doesn't start with a condom or medication. It starts with that person.
Well, I'm talking about back in my day.
I'm just saying in general.
I'm talking about back in my day.
You had to, yeah.
You have
That's
to
how
have
you
your
have to.
parents' consent.
All right.
You forget I'm over 50.
All right, here's one that really like piqued my interest today. Straight girls can hold hands, lock fingers, cuddle, shower, and kiss each other, right? But two guys can't even make eye contact without feeling the shame.
I do agree
Now
with
that
the double
one
standard.
That was
that's a weird one to me.
I can see how that would be a double
You know, like I'm just gonna bow gracefully.
I mean, I just thought that was when I read it, I was like, it's like things that you don't think of every day. You know, it's just not in your everyday thought, but you're like,
Perfect example. When Supreme get together with them.
that is true, Angela. Okay, so I have been told that African men, that is how they show their respect for each other. They hold hands, they hug, and they embrace each other. And it's a sign of respect.
In
So,
that culture.
but then as we get into like our yes, that's true. A lot of Latin countries, men kiss and it's not shown as inappropriate,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But here in the States,
It's inappropriate.
oh yeah, no,
Yes.
It was like that in Korea. Everybody is just hold hands, whatever here.
Right.
And then come here.
and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, my friend's like, you can't hold your mom's hand because they don't know she's your mom or she's your girlfriend. And I'm like, but she's still my mom.
Right. right.
Yeah. So it's definitely, there's cultural double standards and there's societal. But we're talking about societal. Yes, we're talking about societal standards, and these are some. I think the one that my favorite is and the reason why it is my favorite is because there's some statistics behind it. How women get paid less for doing the same job as a man. Okay, the statistics on that is.
I know you got it.
Because of the double standard you just said. The moms are the first to get told.
Right.
So they're looking at, the woman's not going to be working as much as men. They get the maternity leave, but now the men are getting
Paternity leave, right?
So as we're equalizing everything, but that double standard still holds true with the less pay, although now men are being called.
Right.
Now they're going on paternity leave. They're,
Right.
but that double standard of the paycheck still holds true, and what you just said come into play while they're evening out the playing field. However, women are still getting paid less.
That's right.
And now,
and sometimes
it's in 2020, there's a woman earned 82 cents for every dollar a man earned in 2020.
I need my money back.
And that is by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It takes a white woman 98 days to make what a man makes. But it takes a black woman 214 days to make what a man makes. Y'all. And this is from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. So if y'all want to go, reference.
Okay, so I'm curious. So you said man. Does man in general, or does there's race?
It
matter?
has
It
nothing
probably
has,
goes into more than that, but
Yeah. Just the statistics. You know what I'm saying? And it was a white woman versus a black woman versus men.
yeah, gotcha.
It's hard being a woman. It definitely is hard being a woman. So for y'all men that want to be women, let me know.
a woman.
I mean, I'm cool with it.
Somebody put
Oh,
up
yeah,
that
I'll do it.
post on Shopkulture when they were men for a day to become.
Oh,
I so would be that man.
You
I
already
will
know.
watch them swing all day.
You already know I put that in. You already know I put that in.
Let me be a man for one
Oh my
day.
God.
And all the women, they was like, "What are you gonna do?" Oh, pretty much all the women. Oh, we gonna be a big stuff. It's gonna be a big stuff.
I mean,
I'm
what?
like,
What?
y'all are.
I'm trying to see how this thing is working here.
I'm saying so.
Be jumping around, be taking selfies, sending dick pics to everybody.
Yeah,
Look at mine.
unsolicited.
Unsolicited. I'm all in your DM.
How about this? A woman takes selfies.
Mm-hmm.
She's cute. A man takes selfies. She's a narcissist.
Well, you pulling them out. Out, y'all. That is a good one. Well, for somebody who takes a lot of pictures of herself.
Yes.
Juan is in the back giving me all the face right now. I take a lot of pictures of myself. Well, one, she's amazing, and
Someone said it's harder being a black woman, and that is so true. That is so true. I agree with that. Facebook user.
I think it's just hard being a woman.
It is. It is.
I
But
mean, it
for
is.
in certain situations, it's even harder being, a black woman.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not to say, I'm racist.
I'm just
It
saying.
is. It is.
My mom came here being a Korean woman,
So,
and it was hard for her as well,
Yeah.
just being a minority.
yeah.
And then me being biracial or being in Korea, I wasn't Korean enough. I came here.
Yeah,
I wasn't
white
white
enough. Yeah.
Exactly. So where did you fit it? Yeah,
I
it's kind of
did.
like the
You fit in with me.
Yeah.
So, any double standards that have come in through the comments, Nick,
No.
since y'all been sitting there?
We think
More,
black,
yeah, it's been more commenting on
Okay.
what you said than what they expressed.
Mm.
They felt was the better
I'm
thing.
trying to figure out if there's any more in here. Twan, you got one for me?
Question: is it a double standard when women address sexy because they feel sexy in it and dudes look and they get, blasted for looking? Like, no, why are you even looking over here? I know my breath is down, but I don't even need to look.
I mean,
I
shit.
don't think that they
I'm
need.
looking.
I don't think that they need to stare after and be disrespectful.
Right.
Is it a double standard? Like, no, you don't even get to look at the case to be rude.
I mean, you'd be foolish not to think if you dress sexy, you're gonna attract something. You know what I'm saying? You'd be foolish not to think that.
Right. Somebody's gonna look. I mean, shit, if I see a beautiful woman or a man that's dressed handsomely, stroll past and I'm like, yeah, they look good.
I might piggyback on what Ron said, and maybe that it's okay for women to be aggressive towards the guy looking sexy, but not always okay when a man is aggressive when the women look.
That goes back to
So
the
to
double
me,
standard.
that's the double. That
Yeah.
bringing
Yeah.
in
Back
is
to
the double
standard.
standard. That would be piggybacking on what Ron said.
Aggressive women are considered rude. Yeah. And assertive women are considered or no. No, it's not. It's not. Assertive women. Assertive, bossy.
More like, I'm
Assertive
more
women are considered bossy. Aggressive women are considered rude.
Yeah, I think aggressive and assertive are.
Of course, the difference. I know the
Where,
difference.
but I don't
I know
think
the
there's
If you have cats out there that don't mind when you're doing that person, you can't to be approached. You got guys out. We talked about it on the show.
And like I said, all
we
these
wouldn't
double
mind-
standards
where are the
can
women
be
that are more assertive or aggressive in their approach? You got cats out there that actually like that person in mind versus the other one
you
around.
have to know your audience.
It's like read the room type thing. overall, that's kind of what that outcome is. Guys are more receptive to it, but you know, when it comes to women and being aggressive,
And that is true. That is true, but we're talking about the double standard, not the action itself.
that plays with you.
In the workplace, okay, women who are career driven are seen as aggressive, and men that are aggressive in the workplace are seen as, like, they're taking control, or
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That,
You the
that,
man.
yeah, I hate that
Yeah.
statement still. You the man.
Hi,
Hi,
Jesse.
Jesse. Yeah, like you are just like you doing the damn thing. If you're a man and you're in there and you're like, this is going to be my position, and you know, and he's putting in the same work as the woman, but then you still don't get the what is what? But then you don't, you know, you still don't get the promotion or that the man would get if he was more aggressive.
Yeah, wow.
That
Tina, I don't know if
Right, so that's not a double standard. That's
I don't
right.
know if I want to touch that one.
I mean, it's the
Okay,
truth.
okay.
Some guys are like, you know, they want it like, well, some guys,
Okay.
some guys.
Let me put
Want
the
it
question.
to
Let
be-
me put the question
Okay,
out
go.
here.
I do love it.
Y'all love
I
y'all woman shaving, right?
I love it.
Okay,
I'm cool.
you got that.
We all look at one.
You got that. You like your woman shaving, right? Okay, so my thing is, if a woman asked you to shave,
I got some man.
would you?
Got
Yep.
some man face
If she asked you, I'm talking clean.
Where's the microphone? Yes.
Okay.
Nigga, where's the microphone?
Let me go ahead and give you
Look.
I mean, because I don't want it to be all clean shaven down there.
I
See,
don't
I
either.
mean, I think-
I don't
Yeah,
either.
I mean, I don't
clean
want it
up, but
Clean up, right?
I want a
Clean
man.
up, but I mean, I don't want to be.
I need you to hit maturity.
Please.
And that's the conversation. Like, yeah, no, cool. But then they're like, you know what? Just keep a little bit. All right, cool.
Right. Because I don't.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
I
even
gotta
know
do-
what you got unless we got going.
I got a different
And
perspective.
then we could talk about it. Maybe you want to grow it down a little bit, or maybe you need to clean it up a little
Yeah.
bit. But
Go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's right, Tay. He looking like he's 12. No, thank you. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that.
I got a different perspective.
Okay, go.
I got a different perspective.
That is the truth.
I don't
But-
want nothing
I'm gonna need
between.
some
I don't
down
want nothing between my teeth but dental floss. How about that?
I got nothing. I
How
got
about
nothing.
that? Okay. So
Love it
do
so.
what you do.
love is
Love it so.
Yeah. All day, every day.
Yeah, trimmed, not bald. I don't want it to be all the way bald. Yeah, just trim back a little. Just this much. Okay, it got to be something. Something got to be down there.
No.
I mean, you come at me with oh my God.
But Carmen,
No.
if I was
I ain't gonna make it.
Carmen, but if I was with a woman, I may agree with you. But
All
for
right
my
now.
man,
All right.
but as for a man,
I
I
don't want
need a little something.
I don't want nothing between my teeth but dental floss. Man or woman. Nothing.
He said, Brazilian between.
Hey, wax on. Wax on.
Can you imagine
I
that guy
No.
just getting whacked
No.
there?
Oh my God.
All his parts?
Oh my God.
No.
Simba said she want it all gone. She don't even want the stubble there.
Thank you,
He
Tina.
didn't-
Thank you. Thank you. No stubble. I wouldn't
make it. I mean, I would probably laugh.
Yeah,
What?
I would probably laugh.
She gonna with me. No, hell no. She gonna cry. She gonna hold me. Look, she
Maybe
coming.
a 2-for-1
Look,
special.
she gonna hold my hand the whole time. I
That's
was
what-
damn.
see, that's what-
Oh my God, I would probably laugh.
No, no.
Oh, yeah.
No,
You
I'm
know,
not going alone. I know that.
Both of them.
We gotta keep
We
it
can
real,
have
Miss
a group
Linda.
hug.
We got to. So okay, so what's some what's some other? I'm just like that one threw me for a loop. Thank you, Simon.
Okay, so
yeah.
yeah. I had something to say.
You did.
I did.
It just jumped right out the brain, huh? I'm trying to look through and see if there's any that we haven't touched on.
I think we touched on a lot of things we shouldn't have even touched on.
I
We touched on.
mean, that whole shaving thing.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yes, yes, I am smooth as a baby bump.
I mean, lately I've been seeing that's been trending more is men wanting to wear makeup. And they're straight.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I've heard of that too.
Or
Straight,
swan.
straight. But like to dress up in women's clothes. Yeah,
Well, I didn't take it there, but like
But it
actual makeup where they, want to hide their blemishes or wear mascara and eyeliner. Musicians do all this.
Right.
But when you got people in the streets doing it, then,
They're automatically tagged
Yeah.
with certain stigmas.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
women can do it for days.
Do it or not. I mean, most of the days it's not.
But it's not
Yeah.
thought about.
Mm-mm.
And it doesn't
Yeah, it's
matter.
not.
I did not do that. I did.
Okay.
Good God.
Too much shaving wax and makeup.
All right. We need to leave those topics alone.
Oh my God. Okay, let's
We are live.
no.
Look. What the fuck?
Damn. My heart was in my throat.
I can't with y'all, man.
Oh my God.
What is this? Let's go back to Coco's comment.
Okay, what you say?
Something about milking. What is milking? Yeah, I want to know what is milking.
Go ahead, Vic. Go ahead, Vic.
What do you mean, man?
Go. Right. You guys tell us what was going on. I mean, y'all over
Okay, well,
here.
it's in the comments. Let me to someone. Let me see.
Yeah, I definitely want to know what milking is. Trina, I'm with you, honey.
Yeah,
I want to know.
know what that is.
And I want to give a shout out to Miss Penny. Miss Penny, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. I'll be glad when you get off of restrictions. Miss Penny, you are actually my favorite. Penny's Penny, but sometimes Penny's Penny. Yes, he gets. Yes, he gets. That's what
She
she
gets
said.
out of hand.
Sometimes, but yeah, I have favorite song.
I might have to look that one up.
Yes, please, because I really want to know what that one is about. Sorry, y'all. We're just over here. I'm going through you guys' comments too.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so this one, J. Marcus put in. He said everybody preaches equality, but want the upper hand, but really want the upper hand. So that can be on both sides. Like we talked about Jules with the the women in the workplace.
Yes.
We want now we have our maternity leave, they have their paternity leave. So it's just like, they're trying to like even feel this out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like,
But it'll
where
never
is
be-
where do we fall in that?
It's never gonna be equal.
Mm-mm.
It's never, and that's the thing. People preach equality, and I'm with him.
Yeah.
People preach equality, and it's never gonna be right.
Well, some some women don't even want babies because you're already
Right.
making it out for pay as if they're gonna have maternity leave, and then they never have a child.
Right. Right. It's like built in. It's like built in. You know, so
When do we decide to be fair? When does it come a point in our lives that we decide to become fair and, drop the double standard? Why can't we treat people as people?
Because we're prejudice. I mean, we all have prejudice in us. You will
Most
mistake
definitely.
somebody we all without even knowing their situation.
And that goes back to another thing, and yes, I am bringing up the Kevin Samuels thing. The fact that he's so talked about, and I never watched him, so I don't. And my thing is, it was a comment made about the messenger. If I don't care for the messenger, it's highly unlikely I'm gonna listen to the message. So I don't.
I'm not even past it yet. I'm over here still shaking like,
And I'm still trying to figure out things to say
because that's like the only thing I'm afraid of.
Well, I found the definition is milking.
Yes.
please.
You'll clean up.
It's
Excuse me?
so this is
Oh. Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
okay. So it's an ejaculation technique performed by an object, usually a finger,
Or doll.
being
You look at my
A doll, yes. They have the dolls where the men can stick the penises in and it does the milk, if that's what milk is.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so
wait.
okay, but go.
Okay.
Okay, but go.
Okay.
Damn track.
Okay. It's performed by an object, usually a finger, being inserted up the rectum and stroking the prostate gland. This is allegedly where the males use prostate.
Okay,
Yes.
how about this? How about it's a double standard when it's okay for a woman to have sex toys, but for a man to have a sex toy, it's weird.
But men are really, I mean, I don't think men are really like.
I'm talking general.
Yeah, and
If,
just on men don't really care
if y'all
for-
having a conversation and a man
But there are toys that are just for men, like
yeah,
sleeve.
but you're not gonna hear a man say,
Right.
You ain't gonna hear a man say he got a sex toy.
I
Am
got
I wrong?
You are.
Okay.
When I was in Iraq, you weren't exactly doing much, so you went ahead and had a choice into you.
You didn't do much in Iraq. I mean, wasn't no whole war going on or nothing. No, but no, not okay.
No,
So,
there are.
and that's what I'm saying is when men hear sex toys, that's what they automatically go to, right? They go to dildos or any type of vibrator or anything like that. But there are men toys out there, like I think Julie just said it. You have the pocket. Right?
The man goes out of town and they want to.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have the sleeve, which is kind of the same.
Same.
It's kind of the same thing, but I mean, there's only so much. I don't need all these things that I got.
But I think it was looked frowned upon though. Not any different.
Well, and for guys,
Not any
guys,
different
it is.
for women.
Yeah.
For guys, it is different.
it's not like
And I'm
it's
talking
it's
about-
different. Like me, myself. I talk about my sex toys openly because I mean, different deal. And that's how I get down. But for a guy to be just out here just talking about,
oh
yeah, I got my sleeve and my lube, and that just sounds weird. Me saying that.
You won't even hear a man say he got a blow up doll. Well, Eric said it the one time. That's when he was carrying, I think, Darla at the one of the events. But like a man ain't gonna tell you he got a blow up doll. Would you? Juan, would you tell somebody you got a blow up doll?
Probably didn't advertise it if I did.
Okay, so that's what
I
I'm
didn't
talking
know
about.
they still existed.
Oh, they don't make the blow up. They got like whole full-fledged
Yeah, that's what I
gold
thought.
made out of
They got
big
like
pictures.
second pot.
Yeah, right. All of this stuff, right?
Yeah, that's why I look at collecting.
He's like,
So that's
yeah,
that's
man, a
double
mannequin.
standard.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
a mannequin.
Yeah. So, I mean, man, this was a good show. I enjoyed myself today.
I love. Yes,
I was tired when I came in here, but I'm awake now. So I'm awake now.
Well,
Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna get ready to get us out of here. Did we what?
Did we do it?
I mean, we do it every single week.
We do it every single week.
Every single week.
Y'all hear that? We do it
Every single week. Okay, so follow us on Instagram, you guys. SK Supreme 616. So you guys follow us there. Friday, me and Julie Girl will be at the Appreciation Night for Shopkulture. That's just this Friday. Yes, this Friday at Roombanos in Seattle.
Shopkulture event.
Yes, on a Friday.
Yeah.
On a Friday.
There you go.
There it is.
Hey,
And
Yeah.
and I'll be
yeah.
there.
And we miss you, Stoney. Just
Yes,
so
we
you know,
do
we miss you
you.
so much. I already told you 2 months, man. Okay.
All right, too much.
Come on. We thank Nick and Quan for coming in. Well, we thank Nick for coming in today to Cross Train Julie. We thank Quan for coming in. Thank you for your insight.
And just the present.
Right. I mean, so if y'all ain't never met him, you missing out. Quan's moving. But we appreciate you guys for jumping on. Thank you for all of your comments and your engagement this week. Aww.
I miss y'all asses too.
But we are and there's the creator.
And there's the
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Culture.
Yeah, right there. I know, right?
Yeah,
So we love you guys. Thank you for jumping on. We will see you next week. Same that time, same that channel.